View contents, add to carts, initiate checkouts, but zero sales. It's not your product description, it's not the colour of your add to cart button, it's not your website, it's not the load time. In a lot of cases, it's not even the product, and it's not the checkout process which is causing this kind of distortion of high level of add to carts, initiate checkouts, but no sales or very low sales. So I'm going to show you this simple hack that you can literally implement in seconds into your business, and I don't think I've ever seen anybody talk about this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but nobody literally talks about this, and it's one of the most important things as to why customers are leaving your website and not purchasing from you. So if you're interested in that, then stay tuned. Also, if you like this video, then leave a like and a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what I can improve on so I know what to release for next time to make it better for you guys. Also, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, because there's going to be loads of new content coming out, better than most paid courses, and it's completely free, so you might as well subscribe. Join the family, so stay tuned in this video if you want to learn more. Also, I have a Facebook group. I think it's in one of the links down below. Be sure to join it. Community on Facebook. Loads of free knowledge and stuff, and it's a great way to keep up to date with my latest videos. Okay, so this is the single biggest reason as to why you're not converting prospects into buying customers and why they're not actually purchasing. So here's the general funnel which happens. So you've got the customer, they see your Facebook ad, they like the look of the ad, they like the look of the product, so they click through the ad and they visit your product page. And then on your product page, you've got a great product description, you've got trust signals, you're doing everything right. So they think, oh, I want to buy this product, so they progress to the checkout or cart page. And then what happens is they start to have second thoughts. They start to think, oh, can I get this product cheaper elsewhere? Because nowadays customers are getting much more clued on as to there's so many other retailers out there, such as like eBay and Amazon, which are selling pretty much any product in the world at such a low price. So when they see Facebook ads of products that they like the look of, they'll visit these websites and kind of do their due diligence and look around to see if they can find that product at a lower cost. So this is probably the biggest reason as to why you're getting like loads of add to carts and checkouts and stuff like that, but not actually converting the customer into a buying customer, and they're not purchasing. And so what happens is you're spending money on Facebook ads to acquire customers, but they end up purchasing from other brands and websites. So you're essentially just wasting money on Facebook ads because the customer can just find the product that you're selling on these websites, and then they end up purchasing from these websites. And what I'm going to show you in this video is how you can actually prevent this from happening, and how you can actually trick the customer into thinking that you're actually cheaper than all these websites. So when a customer ends up kind of abandoning your website and purchasing from the exact same product from a different website, it's known as a process called customer leakage. So they basically choose not to purchase from your site and end up buying from a different retailer, and usually it'll be something like Amazon, eBay or Wish. They'll do a Google search and there'll be loads of cheaper alternatives for that product. And if you're doing like a 3x markup on AliExpress, so say the product on AliExpress is $10, you're charging $30, I can guarantee there'll be the same product on these websites for pretty much the same price as what AliExpress are charging, and they've probably also got much quicker shipping times than what your business offers. So obviously from a customer standpoint, they're not going to come back to your product page and make the purchase. So this is the reason most people think as to why they're getting loads of view contents, add to carts, initiate checkouts, but not converting those prospects into buying customers. So they think something like they've got a bad checkout process, so they try and like refine that checkout process and spend ages just like doing things that don't even matter. And they think this is the reason as to why customers are abandoning and not actually purchasing, and they think stuff like not enough trust badges, and they ram their site full of like really bad trust badges, and it ends up just like hurting their conversions. And then they say things like dropshipping's dead, or like their add to cart button or their checkout buttons aren't the right colour, and so the customers aren't purchasing. I can guarantee that 9 times out of 10 these aren't the reasons as to why the customers aren't converting into buying customers. It's because of this process here. Customers are becoming much more aware now of bigger brands and websites like eBay and Amazon selling the exact same products that they see in their newsfeed, but for a much lower price than what all these dropshippers are selling them for. So what I'm going to show you now is how you can combat this, and how you can literally, the customer will have no idea how to find your product anywhere else on Google, and you can actually trick the customer into thinking that your product is unique and that you can't find it elsewhere. So here's an example product to explain what I've been talking about. So here's a business called Purple Dim Trends, and here's their landing page for something like an 8.5-inch portable LCD writing board, which is like a kid's notepad. So here's their landing page and description and stuff. So if a customer clicked on an ad and they came to this page, they may like the look of the product and want to buy the product, but then they look at the price and see it says $23. So what they do is think, oh, can I get this product cheaper elsewhere? So we'll just show you the product on AliExpress as well. So it's the exact same product as what you see here. So what the customer would do is they'd go to Google and then they'd type in or copy and paste the title here into Google. And as you can see, basically what comes up is like eBay stores selling it for £1, GearBest £10, £3. So the customer can clearly see that there's much cheaper kind of retailers that are selling this exact same product. So you can just click shopping and you'll see literally hundreds of stores selling the same product for a lower price than what you're selling it for, and normally it'll be about a third of the price. So obviously the customer is not going to come back here and purchase for a much higher price. They're going to go to like one of these stores here and make the purchase. And so what's happened there, you've paid to acquire the customer, but they've ended up just buying from somewhere else because it's at a lower cost. And the reason being is that they can easily just copy and paste this product name into Google, and and loads of alternatives of the product will come up that are much cheaper. So I'm going to show you now how you can write your product title so it can't be searched or found in Google, and so the customer will assume that your product on your store is unique and it can't be found anywhere else. So here's what not to do when labeling your products or coming up with your product titles when you're in your Shopify account. So don't do this. Don't call the product something similar to what's represented on AliExpress. So don't call it like 8.5-inch LCD writing tablets for kids. The reason being is when that's searched in Google, as I've just shown, what'll happen is loads of other retailers who are selling it for much cheaper than you will come up, and obviously the customer is going to choose them over you because the price is much lower. So do something like this. Call it something unique and that's eye-catching and that stands out. So something like Ultimate Kiddie Sketchpad. And what I'm going to show you is that when you search this in Google, you won't be able to find this product at all. Okay, so now if we search the alternative title that I've given into Google, let's pretend I'm a customer, I'm looking for a cheaper alternative of the product. So what I'll do is I'll paste the title, let's click search, and then what happens is you won't be able to see this product at all. It's just some kind of random stuff on Google. Even if we go on Google Shopping, nothing's going to come up of that product. And so because of that, the customer is going to assume that your website is unique, has unique products and products that can't be found anywhere else, not on eBay or Amazon. And customers aren't going to go like overboard with their research. They're literally just going to do a quick Google search, and if they can't find that product, then they'll go back to your store here and make the purchase. Okay, so you can even take it one step further. So let's just type in the product, LCD writing tablet, and then what you can do is sort here by price, high to low. And as you can see, there's really high priced versions of the product, and then what I do is include keywords from these titles, the higher priced variants of the product, and implement these into your product title. So when the customer copies and pastes your product title into Google to search for a cheaper alternative of the product, what will come up is loads of really high priced items like £200 plus on Google search. So the customer will assume that your offer is way better and that they can't really afford this, so they'll go back to your site really quickly and make the purchase. And this works really well, especially if you've got something like a 50% off offer on your site, and they'll assume that they're getting a super good deal from your website and they'll want to make the purchase.